Our opening effect has recently become one of my favorites. It may only use 41 cents, but to many people, it will be worth its weight in gold. I get to show you something very near and dear to my heart this time. May I ask you to hold out your hand for me? Bet you haven't seen some of those for a while, have you?
Yeah.
Are you able to recognize what those are?
Sure, that's a
Mercury dime,
Mercury dime,
Buffalo penny,
head. No, that's a
Buffalo nickel, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's an Indian head
Indian
penny.
head penny. And what is that?
And that's one of the old quarters. I'm not sure what they used to call the old quarters. But I got these from my grandfather, you see. Actually, on this end, we have a total of 41 cents there. There's a quarter, very old quarter, a dime, very old dime, and a nickel and a penny. When I was younger, my grandfather would share a story with me and the rest of the grandkids, and I've since inherited the coins that he would use to illustrate that story. So in order to keep that story alive, I will tell you that story the exact same way that he shared it with me so many years ago. Okay? You'd get the grandkids around and sit them in a circle, lay out the coins, and you'd push the first one forward and you would say, a quarter, a quarter. The average person lets a quarter of their time slip through their fingers like water without realizing it's their life they're wasting. Now, killing time's not a simple crime, it's murder. If you're going to kill it, why not work it to death? The dime, it stands half as tall as a nickel, but it's worth twice as much. Same thing's true of a lot of people. Never judge by appearances alone. Now, one of these 4 coins is a Buffalo nickel. Same thing's true of a lot of people. At least 1 out of every 4 people is full of bull. Don't you be one of them. Now, if this penny could talk, this penny would say, save me, save me. Because pennies make nickels, nickels make dimes, dimes make quarters, and quarters make dollars. Now, the average person spends their money and then saves what's left. You do the opposite. Save your money first and then spend what's left. But don't be like the person who spends their whole life counting their money. 25, 35, 40, 41 cents. Because the person that revolves their whole life around counting their money may end up with a little bit of money, but with a life that's worth nothing. But as long as you live, study how to live, and money will come to you to play in your backyard just to see what kind of person you are. Now, as long as you live, never lose your sense of wonder, okay? And then as he would take the coins, he would always end the same way, by taking the quarter and just with a blow, you would change that quarter into a piece of peppermint. And to this day, I can't eat a piece of peppermint without thinking about my grandfather. Had that peppermint about as long as that quarter.